Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Audina Azahra from Al-Ghifari University. Did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. In addition to being used as food, honey has been used as an alternative medicine for thousands of years. Now, I'd like to tell you about the topic of health benefits of honey. I have divided our presentation into three main parts. First, introduction. Second, properties of honey. Third, conclusion. Well, turning our attention now to the introduction. Honey is a compound widely used as a medicine and food source for thousands of years. Several natural products that have been used as medicine have been replaced by modern pharmaceuticals, but recently they have returned to the world stage due to the growing public interest. The main components of honey are sugars, among which are predominantly fructose and glucose. However, there are other compounds in smaller quantities and very variable depending on the type of each honey from the floral source where the bee collect the nectar, such as water and free amino acids. Honey is a food that contains high-energy carbohydrates, being that 95 to 99% of the total solid are composed by sugars, which are easily digestible, since they are similar to many fruits. In addition to its food value, honey has great potential in medicine. It has been used for thousands of years and has now been widely studied as an alternative medicine. Okay, so now let's move on to properties of honey. First, anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is nothing more than a defense response of the body to a tissue that has suffered a certain damage, which consists of the recruitment of leukocyte and plasma protein of the blood. This damage can be caused by physical, chemical, or even microbial agents. Inflammation is characterized by edema, erythema, pain, and increased temperature. Gastric ulcers are among the most common diseases affecting humans. A study demonstrates that the use of honey in conjunction with other compounds may promote gastroprotection. Honey still has a better anti-inflammatory activity than brown sugar, promoting faster healing. Also, honey is a relatively cheap and easily accessible anti-inflammatory compound that needs to be further studied and later applied in modern medicine. Second, antibacterial. One of the advantages of modern medicine has been the development of antibiotic. This antibiotic can be bactericidal, which kill the microorganism directly, or bacteriostatic, which prevent the growth of microorganisms. Honey showed excellent antibacterial activity against all bacteria studied, which are related respectively to urinary tract infection, skin lesion, and enteric fever in human patients, and thus honey can be considered an alternative treatment against such infection. Honey has an excellent antibacterial effect against different types of bacteria. As previously mentioned, honey is very acidic and has a very high sugar content, which does not serve as a sustainable medium for bacteria. Moreover, in some honeys, the peroxide of hydrogen is found, which has a strong antibacterial effect. Third, antivirals. Of all human infection diseases, the most prevalent and difficult to treat are those that are caused by viruses, because viruses usually remain infectious in dry mucus for a long time. Also, viruses need host cells to occur its replication too. So killing the virus means killing your host cell as well. Influenza is a highly infectious respiratory disease of viral origin that causes even more death, and the respiratory syncytial virus and all age except children less than 8 years old. The results show that honey has potent inhibitory activity against the influenza virus, demonstrating a potential medicine value. Honey has strong antiviral properties. Studies show that honey has action against the varicella zoster virus, the respiratory syncytial virus, and also has anti-influenza activity. Next, antifungal. Most people associate fungi with organic matter decomposition or superficial fungal infection, but fungi can cause various human diseases, from mild to firmly established systemic disease. The most serious infection can even be fatal. Recent studies showed some honey have properties against Candida albicans, Candida glabrata, Candida dublinensis, Rhodotula sp, Aspergillus niger, Aspergillus flavus, Penicillium strigogenum, Microsporum gisum, and Saccharomyces sp, which make this honey as possible alternative medicines, especially against candidiasis, a disease that is growing worldwide. Next, anti-cancer. Studies indicate that ingestion of honeybee products such as honey can prevent cancer. Honey decreased cell viability in malignant cells, regardless of concentration and time. Honey induced apoptosis of human renal cancer cells according to honey concentration, and apoptosis play an important role. Most of the drugs used in the treatment of cancer are apoptotic inducers, so the apoptotic nature of honey is considered vital. Several types of honey have been studied because of their anti-cancer properties. Currently, cancer is one of the world's leading diseases, requiring further studies. Some honey have already been tested against colon, breast, and liver tumor, as well as human kidney cancer and excites carcinoma cell lines, where most have weak to strong cytotoxic activity, depending on the type of honey test and depending on the dose of honey. And the wool has the capacity to modulate tumor growth, reducing cells proliferation, and also increasing susceptibility to apoptosis. The conclusion of the material is several studies have proven the effectiveness of honey as an alternative medicine. Some have even shown that honey is as good a medicine as conventional medicine. Use different types of honey showed anti-inflammatory effect very similar to the conventional drug, and that can be used as an alternative medicine is the treatment of disease or inflammation. Honey can also be used as an antimicrobial agent, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, antioxidant. However, there is still a need to increase research on honey, especially in its potential as a medicine, and also a dissemination of this knowledge to the population and the medical community. So, an increase in the use of this powerful compound will be possible. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a quote from the famous author and journalist Paul Theroux, who said, "Travel is a state of mind. It can be a the escape from reality or the reality of escape. Let us remind ourselves to always keep an open mind and a curious spirit when it comes to traveling, and to never stop exploring the world around us. I think is eating. Thank you for everything. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.